Monster Sanctuary is a fantastic, upbeat game that makes a lot of changes on the Pokémon formula. However, I got really bored after playing it for a while. So let's discuss why I think it's a good game, as well as how to avoid the issues that I had playing it. Welcome back, guys. My name is Sam, and this is Via Gaming, a channel for gamers. So today we're discussing Monster Sanctuary, a game where you collect monsters in order to fight other monsters. What I like about this game is how upbeat and cheerful it is, and how in-depth the customization goes. You can have a team full of the same monsters, but because of how you've equipped their weapons and items and selected their skills, they can all play completely differently from each other. If I had one word to label this game with, it would be convenient, because it's so easy to play this game. Whenever you start a battle, you have full health and full mana. And whenever you hatch a new monster, it is usable instantly, no grinding required. And everybody in your party gets experience and levels up even if you never use them in a fight. It is so convenient to play this game. I appreciate it so much. It makes trying out new things fun and easy. But that's where my gripes start to come in. So while Monster Sanctuary makes it really easy to try out new things, I never found myself wanting to do so. What I had done was I got the same monsters and I used the same skills and the same moves over and over and over again, because it worked for literally every battle was the same. I won every single one because I had min-maxed these monsters to use these specific moves and do nothing else, and I beat everything. Despite strengths, despite weaknesses, it didn't matter. And while I felt really proud of myself for, yes, I beat the game because I could do this one thing really, really good, it felt really stale. Because I was doing the same thing over and over and over again, I knew I would always win, and that took a lot of the excitement out of the game. So if the game had forced me to try out something new, made the strengths and weaknesses maybe more important, then I feel like it would have captured some of that excitement back for me. But it never forced me to do so. So instead I ruined the game for myself. So whenever you guys try this game, if you decide to do so, don't fall into that trap that I did. Try things out, try new things, even if they're not as effective, because otherwise it gets really, really stale. Aside from that though, I think the game is awesome. I especially love how you can have a monster follow you in the overworld as you're platforming about, and they have specific abilities that can help you progress. It is such a nice little touch to give these monsters some uniqueness outside of the battles, to make them actually feel like a partner instead of just a little battle bot. The starting monsters left me feeling a bit awkward though. So whenever you start the game, you get a choice of which monster you want to start with, and there's 4 options. I went with the eagle, and it just felt really, really powerful and too cool, because all of its stats were so much better than any monster I had come across, and it could just beat anything despite its weaknesses and strengths and everything. And its animations and its styling was so much more awesome than the other monsters I would come across that it felt out of place. All the beginning monsters felt small and cutesy and adorable, and then there was this epic eagle that was like on fire and everything, and it just felt awkward. So I ended up taking him out of my party, and it just felt like it flowed much better without him being there. And that kind of sucks, because that was supposed to be, my partner, my starting monster and everything. But he just didn't feel like he fit. I also feel like Monster Sanctuary kind of missed out on a very unique mechanic they could have added. In Paper Mario, you can attack enemies and they can attack you to get the upper hand before the battle even starts. And I really loved that about Paper Mario. But in Monster Sanctuary, there's nothing like that. Even though you can interact with them in the overworld, with enemies and everything, you can't make the first strike, even though there are monsters that attack while you're in the overworld. For example, Stabby, my cat, he can slice vines to get him out of the way, and I figured, hey, if I use on a monster, maybe I'll get like a first hit bonus or something, but no, nothing happens. And it just felt like it just missed an opportunity there for a really cool mechanic. a lot of my time in this game was also devoted to the equipment management. So there are 4 different slots that you can use to equip items on your monsters, and I got lost in this mechanic. I spent so much time just managing items and everything. So if you're not the type of person that enjoys that, I would just say equip whatever on your monsters and then just go out there and play strengths and weaknesses in the battles. But if you did like I did it, you can play the game without having to worry about strengths and weaknesses. You just equip min-maxed items on them and you steamroll anything. So whichever way you want to play, go out and do that. Just be aware that I got bored min-maxing and steamrolling and everything, so just have your fun the best way you know how. There are some situations in which you should prepare a little bit extra though, and those are champion monsters. They're basically the boss battles of the game, and the number of champion monsters you defeat determines your rank. The more you defeat, the higher your rank goes, and the higher your rank goes, the more stuff you unlock in the game. And these champion monsters are hard. Instead of fighting 3 monsters, you fight 1 big one, and they have more health, they deal more damage, they take less damage, they do more moves. They are rough, so make sure you play to strengths and weaknesses. You stack buffs on them, because in a normal fight, you have 3 monsters to face. Well, you can just stack all your debuffs onto this 1 monster and deal a ton of damage passively. And so debuff as much as you can. And make sure you have like a healer or some way to negate some damage, because they can take out one of your party members in a couple hits. So be careful with these guys. And if you start the game and feel like it's way too easy, don't worry. The difficulty ramps up significantly at the second area. Just get through the first tutorial area and the hand-holding will be over. I swear, it caught me so off guard, because I was like, this is boring, and I was like, oh, I'm almost dead now, okay. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I love this game. I love the music and how upbeat and cheery it is. I love the design of the characters and the animations and the monsters. Just make sure if you get this game, don't fall into the same boring rut that I did. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed, you can leave a like, and if you want to see more of my content, you can subscribe over here. Or if you want to see a video on how to get proximity chat inside of Among Us, you can click the video over here. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.